such expression, to be frank. Can you give us a little bit highlight on that area?
Yeah, well, with the help of the Almighty, that is part of this terrible tragedy of the occupation, is that people haven't even heard about the fact that Judaism and Zionism are two distinctly different things. In fact, they are diametrically opposite. Judaism is religion, subservience to God, practiced by Jews around the world for thousands of years. It's a covenant, it's a spirituality. Zionism is a transformation into a nationalism, a base materialism, started a little over 100 years ago, mostly by atheists, by Jews who detested their religion and left their religion, Theodor Herzl, Jabotinsky, and all these people. And they even wanted to create their nationalism in Uganda and many other places. And the only reason that they decided to use the Star of David and the name Israel is simply because of practicality, in order to be able to glean support from non-affiliated Jews mostly, and ignorant of their religion, and from evangelistic Christians. So they claim it's one and the same, while in truth it is contradictory. Like I say, this is to serve God, Judaism is to serve God. And ironically, Judaism forbids the Jewish people to have their own entity, even 1 inch since the destruction of the temple. The Jewish people accepted and have practiced that they've never, through the times of the Crusades and Inquisitions, they've never attempted to create their own entity. It is expressly forbidden in the Torah. This would be without the fact that it is trampling on the rights of others. In other words, if it would be an uninhabited land, it would be forbidden. It gets compounded, this terrible crime of creating a state of Israel, this occupation of Palestine, being that in its creation it is stealing and killing, oppressing the people, and the Torah tells us thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill. So in every facet, Zionism is forbidden according to the Torah, and this was the view held universally by all the rabbinical authorities from the day of the concept that Zionism came to being over 100 years ago, and when it was ratified in 48 till today. In fact, I carry with me even the documentations, especially it's called the historic documents, and we can show, as here we have, I'll just show you because they're starting the session. This is the Chief Rabbi of Palestine, and he quoted, this is in 1947, July 16, he pleaded with the United Nations, we furthermore wish to express our definite opposition to a Jewish state in any part of Palestine. And 4 months later, when they decided that they saw they're being ignored because of the powers of the Zionists, and it's imminent to create the state. So he said to the Secretary General of the United Nations in Lake Success that the Jewish Orthodox community, the Haredis of Jews comprising 60,000 souls, objects to the plea of including Jerusalem in the Jewish state, its residents becoming automatically citizens of the Jewish state. Our community demands that Jerusalem be an international zone under your protection with full autonomy, and its residents be free citizens of the international zone. This was the view shared. I want to just show you, people don't know, but you have literally hundreds, tens and hundreds of thousands of Jews till today, and from then, stood up and demonstrated against Zionism. Now here, this is when they demonstrate in Palestine, they get brutally beaten. This is a fact, this is ongoing from the day that they started till today. And if you think that it's a small, movement or something, this is the view of the poor religious people. Here, this is in Manhattan, right across from their embassy. This is, we have over here, this is in, when Netanyahu came to visit President Obama by the White House. You see tens of thousands of Jews. This is the view shared by the religious Jews till today.
You are intriguing me, and I have to ask a final question.
Yes.
You say that the Torah forbids, after the destruction of the temple, forbids the creation of a state for the Jewish people.
Yes.
How do you describe the attempts by the current Prime Minister Netanyahu and the right-wing parties to resurrect the Temple of Solomon in Jerusalem?
This is all a farce, and that's why for 2,000 years the Jews never did this. We pray for a speedy and peaceful total dismantling of the state. What we hope for is the day when God will reveal His glory without interhuman intervention. All humanity will come up and serve God. That's the Jewish belief. Zionism misconstrues this and makes in order to gain power, but it's never followed by the true religions around the world, from Jerusalem to New York.
Jewish non-Zionists, can you give me an idea how large is this group, how large is this section?
Hundreds of thousands of Jews and more around the world. That is true to the Jews. You'll find it in every community, England, New York, everywhere, and around the world. But here, the more vocal, the more insulated we protect.
Thank you.